Hello, welcome to another Apathetic Fish Chaos video tutorial. This time I'm going to paint an Iron Warrior for a Chaos Space Marine army. This miniature is very easy to make. It incorporates a little bit of oil washing, but overall it was really easy to achieve this paint scheme. Please let me know what you think once you've seen the video, and any comments please leave them on the comment section below. Now I'm going to start with a primed black miniature this time because silver goes very well on top of black, and I'm going to use Leadbelcher paint with a large dry brush. I'm going to just dry brush it all over the miniature. This is a heavy dry brush. I actually have some paint on the brush, and I'm going over the whole miniature trying to get on all of the cracks and crevices as well, but actually on purpose, not trying to using the large brush so that the deepest recesses won't be reached. This way I can leave some interesting shadows along the miniature. Just try to base coat all of the areas that are going to be silver, and that's it. The next step, I'm going to use Ironbreaker, and again with the large dry brush I'm going to dry brush it, but this time on the most exposed parts all around the miniature. This time the brush is very dry, just loading your brush and wiping most of the paint on a paper towel, but try to get rid of almost all of the paint, just almost no paint on the brush, and go around the miniature just dry brushing, as you can see here. Next step, I'm going to use Runefang steel, and I'm going to dry brush again, but I'm going to use the medium dry brush, and this time I'm going to focus on dry brushing on the most exposed parts of the miniature. You can focus on the edges and on the upper parts. Although it sounds very redundant, try to use a very dry brush to dry brush the details on this model. I don't think this is the cleanest way to paint silver, but it's certainly very effective. The next step, I'm going to prepare the miniature for an oil wash with gloss varnish. Remember to shake well the paint pot before using it, and I thin it down with a couple of drops of water and apply it all over the miniature. Since this is a very metally surface, it doesn't matter the varnish to be gloss. It actually is gonna give it a bit more of a shine, and that's pretty nice for these models. I like to varnish them with gloss varnish. All of my models that are metal, it looks very good. Once that's dry, I'm going to use a black oil paint with mineral spirits to start washing all over the miniature. I'm not using it very heavily. I'm trying to pin wash the darkest areas and leave the large areas alone. Even though I'm not doing a very good job on being very clean, we can still clean up the largest areas on the step that follows. Just try to use it on all of the details that you want to give a little bit of a depth and shadow, and you're good to go. Next, I'm using a piece of cotton over my clippers, just moistened it with mineral spirits, and I'm going to start wiping off the parts that I want to be clean from the miniature. Actually, the best tool for this is a Q-tip, but I didn't have any, so I had to use it this way, and it was a bit harder, I think. But what you're trying to do is get rid of the excess wash over the areas that you don't want to be dark, and because the cotton is large compared to the cracks and crevices, it's gonna leave the recesses in black. Next, I'm going to proceed to use liquid gold, old gold, and I'm going to use it all over the places that I want to be gold, which is most of the details on the miniature. Just remember to go very slowly with this step, and be very careful not to get into the other places that we already painted. If you do get over them, try to use Ironbreaker, and yeah, that'll usually fix it up. But try to do it patiently and slowly to not to mess it up. Now that that's done, I'm going to use Abbadon black, and I'm going to paint the shoulder pads on the miniature. Actually, I shouldn't have bothered with washing over the shoulder pads as I did, but maybe it works as an example so that you can see how I do my shading. But it wasn't really necessary, since it's going to be black anyway, and the edges are going to be gold, so the other step was meaningless. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial so far, and please stay tuned for the second part. Please like the comment if you like it, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next part.